Hey guys, welcome back to episode 30 of our Tekkit Lite playthrough. It's a very special episode today. This is our world download, doing this every 10 episodes. So last one we did was episode 20. This will be episode 30. If you guys want to download the world, the links are in the description. I'll have two formats this time, because last time you guys were talking about how you didn't have the .rar extractor. This time I'll also be including a .zip, so you guys can extract the world, and I'll also include the 64-bit texture pack this time. I'll also be putting all my items in these chests over here, so you guys will be able to grab all these things. These will be the items in my inventory after I pretty much empty them out. And I'll put all my blue bag items in here, which is generally just a whole bunch of tools and items. And then I'll take my green bag and place it in the lava facility, which is just full of nether racks. So today what we're going to be doing is picking up where we left off, which is our modular power suits. The last episode was our power tool, and if we have time, we'll try to finish up our pump station. So let's go ahead and get started for today. Alright, so I went ahead and done quite a bit of work off camera. I went ahead and crafted a few things, a lot of items. This seems to actually take, if you want to get a really good modular power suit with all the bells and whistles, it does seem like it's probably going to take quite a few items. A lot of iron for that matter, probably a little bit of gold, quite a bit of redstone, so a lot of the kind of essential items. Let's see, where do I want to start at? So here, I went ahead and guys made up some force field emitters. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 16 of these guys. There we go. I'll leave this with 6 advanced circuits. I left some of these recipes in here just in case you guys wanted to take a look at them. And I need some servo motors. Probably gonna need about 12, but I'm gonna get 14 for now. I'll leave these in my inventory. And I'm gonna be taking a control circuit. So I'm probably going to go ahead and throw a few of these in there. I might go ahead and make 2 just for the time being. Do I need 2 of those? I just need one glowstone, but I do need 2 wiring. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1 for now, more or less. Alright, so we'll take 1 of these and we'll leave the other one in there. So now we have our control circuit, 16 force field emitters, and some servo motors. Alright, let's go ahead and move some of this off to the side. That way we can see all of our power suit. Now, I'm going to try and explain some of this. I kind of came up with a decent configuration that might suit me. Now, you guys might have a different configuration for yourself, and that's why these are modular. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we can do with our power tool. Make sure everything's working right on this guy. So I have an elite battery installed, and I had a basic battery installed, but I went ahead and took that off because that's 2 kg of weight that I didn't want on there. Basic battery is good if you're starting out. These tools are all modular. So basically what I'm trying to get at is that you can pretty much make these fairly early on in your game when you're starting out and just kind of upgrade along as you go. So if you had the power tool made up early on, basic battery would be sufficient to start off with, and then giving yourself, a pickaxe or shovel tool along with it, and then adding on your melee assist and your plasma cannon. Now I have a little bit of carry through on my weapon melee assist here. I kind of tinkered with this a little bit. I went ahead and upped this the highest I could on both of those because I probably won't be using my plasma cannon that much because it doesn't really have, I guess, too much of a purpose, more or less, except for just having some fun, and that's what I'm going to do there. So I am going to be installing a flight control sometimes. Now, the flight control is kind of good for building. It's kind of like being in creative mode. It allows you to kind of hover, more or less, is what I found out. But if I'm going to be doing traveling and moving around, I won't want this installed. So only when I'm doing some building, I'll install the flight control. Night vision is actually nice to have, which we need a control circuit for. And we have a hologram emitter somewhere around here. So we'll go ahead and grab that real fast. Yep, there it is. And we'll go ahead and install night vision, which is kind of nice. Nice to have on there. Alright, so now we have our night vision installed on this guy. We also have an elite battery. I went ahead and tinkered it up to the max on this. We have the water electrolyzer. I think we have, do we have an LV capacitor on us? Oh, we do. What do you know? Alright, so we can go ahead and put the water electrolyzer on and auto feeder. Looks like I don't think I have another control circuit, but I'm not too worried about the auto feeder right now. Alright, and I also have the energy shield that I want to equip on all of our pieces of armor. Now, you can do the diamond plating or the iron plating, but I like the energy shield because it seems like I tested it out and I was able to pretty much stand and just sit in lava for a while with my energy shield. You can kind of do it too with the diamond plating, and you can actually have both on here. You can actually have in fact, you can have, you know, your elite battery, an advanced battery, a basic battery, and all these on the same, you know, modular piece of armor, and equip them all up to the max. But like I said, you got to worry about weight at that point, and the more you weigh, or the more the item weighs, the slower you're going to be. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and install this energy shield on all of our items. So install, install, and install. So now all of our armor has energy shields on them. So I'm just going ahead and tinker these up to the most. So basically it gives us some of the highest armor, 6 points per. So that should be equivalent to about 24 points of armor. Now that's going to basically, per hit for each piece, will take us about 2,000 joules away, which isn't too bad. And let's go ahead and take a look at our elite battery. So I'm going to get that guy maxed out. And I don't have any batteries installed on anything else. So basically the only thing I'm going to have batteries installed on right now is my helmet and my power tool, which will give me 10 MJ if I have my power tool in my hand, which was highlighted. So that'll give me 10 MJ. And I'll show you guys some tricks with that in a little bit. But alright, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have next. Now, basically, everything else is done that I want except for kind of like some of the special items. So we got the jetpack here, which is something I want to install. We need 4 ion thrusters. Do I have 4 ion thrusters? Wait, where's our, could have swore I made some extra of those, what do you call those things? Those, that you need force field emitters, right? I had like 16 of those made up, I think. I think they just kind of bit the dust there for a minute. Alright, well I guess I'm going to have to make some more of those up, because I kind of actually need some more for the ion thrusters. I thought I made plenty, but I guess I didn't. I'll have to look back in the video on that. I might have got duped. Some of these items I see might be a little glitchy, so you might have to keep your eye out on some of this stuff. So anyways, I'm going to make up some of these and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and I got some more force field emitters made up here, so I'm going to make sure we see how many we have this time. 8. So we have 8 force field emitters this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull these guys out, make sure we keep these guys in our inventory. Keep an eye on these guys, because I think they were slipping away from us. Alright, so what I also made off screen was these inver ingots. I believe that's how that's pronounced. And to make these guys, you need some pulverized iron or iron dust, either or, and some pulverized ferrous metal. And just this arrangement like so. This will give you 3 invar blends, and then just smelt these to give you invar ingots. Now this is only in Tekkit Lite because this is the thermal expansion mod. So it's a little bit, it seems like it's a little bit easier to get some of this stuff just because of our quarries and such. Now, I tried this, like doing volts legit, and getting all this stuff in volts is pretty difficult for in-game stuff. So we're going to be doing this recipe down there at the bottom instead of this industrial craft kind of recipe, lols, Bentley. Alright, so we're going to need 4 of these ion thrusters, more or less, for our jetpack. We're going to need 8 force field emitters. We're going to need 4 glowstone dust, and then some of these. So we got everything we need. Let's grab this out of here. And I think we got the glowstone in here, so let's go ahead and see if we can't try this out. So we got wiring, check. Ferrous dust, I believe it goes like this, right? Yep. Glowstone right here. Wait, hold on. What did I do wrong? Oh, whoops. This needs to go over. Whoopsie. There we go. So there's our ion thrusters, and it'll take 4 of those guys. Awesome. So now if I need more, I'll have to make some more of those force field emitters off camera again. Alright, so this is what we want. We want that jetpack. So we're going to click on this. We're going to install our jetpack. Awesome. And I'm going to increase this guy all the way up for maximum efficiency. That's going to give us a little quick jump around too. And we want to install the parachute as well. So let's go ahead and get the parachute. Now, I probably won't, I don't really want the glider myself, but if you guys want the glider, you know, module, you guys can install that yourselves. But, you know, I really don't want it myself. I actually played around with it, and it really doesn't help me too much, not the way I play. It might suit you guys a little bit better, but for me, not so much. So, alright, now, you guys might be wondering why I'm not installing batteries or elite batteries on my other parts of armor. Well, that's just because these two, my power tool and my head, or my power armor helmet, is going to both store the maximum amount of energy from the elite battery. So that's about 10 MJ, 10 Minecraft joules, which is quite a bit, and it'll last us for a good little while. And if I need to recharge it, I can. Now, I kind of played around with it with up to 15, like installing another elite battery like on our power armor here, our torso, and you know, it weighted us down a little bit more, but you know, that's just at the sacrifice of, you know, having your suit and your energy last a little bit longer. So just depends on how you play, and this is the way I'm going to do it. Now, like I said, it's all up to what you guys want. You know, I'm doing with what I want. So and now, active camouflage, you guys are going to be like, ooh, Ben, they do the active camouflage. I actually tested this out, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if this actually works against mobs. And I had it on, and I stood next to them. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but, you know, they saw me instantly and started, you know, coming at me. I was like, I guess not. The way I think this might actually work is maybe against, I don't know, maybe just to look nice, or maybe against, you know, multiplayer servers to where, you know, people can't really see you. So that's what I think. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you guys know, but I didn't really see much out of it. So, all right, we're gonna need some of these guys. We're gonna go on to our armor legs next. We want uphill step assist. That's basically, I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let's go install that. I got some servo motors made up. Swim boost, I'm not gonna be in the water that much. Now, jump assist sounds like a plan. I'll take that. Now, I like to increase this guy up as much as possible, of course. Our sprint assist, we'll go ahead and install that as well. Why is that not installing? Do I not have any more servo motors? Ew. That's my minium stone. I don't know why you do that to me. I actually have the stuff to make this real quick. Let's go ahead and do it real fast. I can do it, no problem. I just need 2 of these, right? So I just need... Do I have any more solenoids? I don't think I do. Alright, well, I'm going to need probably 4 solenoids. There we go. And then we'll need to put these guys on either side. I thought I made enough of these things, or these servo motors, but I guess I did not. Alright, we have enough now. I might have used it for something else and wasn't even paying attention. Alright, so let's go ahead and install our sprint assist. And, you know, I pretty much just increase this all the way as well. And that's just going to help us move around a little bit better. Now, we also have jet boots on our feet armor. I guess that's what you would call it. We'll call it our boots. But we have jet boots on our power suit boots. And, well, they're not as powerful, like it says in the description, as the jetpack. And it's kind of like a lower version, I guess, if you... don't have all the materials necessary to make a jetpack yet. This is probably a good, you know, half and half. This is basically in between of getting yourself a jetpack, the way I see it, because it's not really going to allow you to fly as well, but it'll actually help you scoot along a little bit depending on your setup. So I'm going to leave that off. I don't really need this shock absorber from my testing, at least, so I'm not going to install that. You guys can if you want. And we're not going to be installing an elite battery. We got our shield installed, and this right here, our cosmetic, our citizen geostyle. This is just a little alternative texture from IC2. So I don't know if this is actually installed. I didn't try it out. But we also have transparent armor, so it looks like we're wearing nothing. If we wore this and probably the active camouflage, it'd probably look like we weren't even there. We'd look completely invisible. So, alright, I think we're pretty much set up. Let's go ahead and don our awesome armor here. We'll go ahead and put this armor aside for now. Oh great, it's raining again. We'll have to live with it this time. I'm ready to play. Alright, so power armor, power armor, power armor, power armor. Yep, textures aren't done yet, but hey, looks pretty neat. Oh, so you can see how fast I'm moving around. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not pushing anything. This is just me moving back and forth. Whee! Alright, so let me show you guys the step hill assist. The step hill assist on the leggings is basically me just pushing forward and I can step up a block. It's nice and nifty, more or less, for areas like this. It allows you just to get up and over things a little bit faster, it feels like. Now, I don't know what's going on. That must be the skeletons being and all the mobs being blue and stuff. That's got to be probably something to do with the rain and the night vision on our headpiece. Actually, yeah, because the night vision's actually working. I can see just by looking at the sky. So that's probably what it has to do with. All right, so let's go ahead and start sprinting here. And this is us jumping. I'm just tapping spacebar. So you can kind of see the movement that we're going here. Kind of quick. And you can see we don't really have a whole lot of power left. It's not, I mean, that's not really a whole lot of power. But we can come up here and we can increase that real quick. So let's come down to our MFSU and take off our headpiece. Put that in there, and then I'll go ahead and charge up real quick. Let's see our power tool. We'll put that on in just a second. So let's go ahead and charge it up real quick to its max, and we'll don our headpiece again. So now we're actually pretty light as far as moving around. We're actually pretty light, but if we put our power tool on it in our hand and highlight it, we're a little bit heavier. We're going to move around a little bit slower. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys our jetpack here. We can kind of fly around just by, pushing spacebar to bring us up a little bit. And that's, we're fairly light, and we can kind of move around fairly simply and quickly. So it's a good way of transportation being this light. This is why I use this setup, just because I like to be able to get around a little bit better. Now, if this is too fast for you, you can always switch to your power tool. It'll slow you down a little bit. I kind of have to make it slow down a little bit, just because you're up and down. Like it takes a little bit more for you to propel yourself upward because of all the weight. So it's going to take a little bit longer for you to propel yourself up than if we didn't have it equipped. So let's go ahead and test this and get us into some lava. Now we have some lava down here. Let's come down here. Now if I die, don't laugh at me. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Alright, so let's see. Actually, let's test it on this lava up here. So we can. Oh. I must have been inside a wall. It's a little hard to maneuver around here sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'll go ahead and take care of you, zombie. Thank you. And let's see how well our armor works. So you see on our bottom left, we have full armor, it looks like. And we're going to just stand in lava for a minute. Granted, this is going to drain our power a little bit, but as you can see, we can probably survive in this for quite a little while. The first thing that's going to wear down is probably our health, more so than our armor. As you can see, if I switch off of my power tool, our energy goes down. So if you like in a jam and you really need some backup power and you don't have your tool in your hand, you can just switch over to that. It'll actually use those reserves instead too, because I've actually drained my helmet all the way down to nothing and switched over to my power tool, and I kept taking damage. I didn't never die, so until my power tool ran out. So nice little tip for you guys. There we go, and we're just gonna take care of that. There we go. So we're pretty much indestructible at this point, and I'm happy with that. I like the way it works. I like the kind of the flying mechanism. Seems like we got a little problem getting ourselves stuck in some of the bricks, but that's probably just because of the movement. So we're actually pretty much good to go now. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Yep, let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. This thing breaks blocks like crazy. I was also doing some looking And in Volts, we actually do not have the plasma cannon in Volts, which kind of stinks, but it's alright. So what I'm going to do, this is basically going to allow us to pull water out of this tank here that we made. I know a lot of you guys might enjoy this stuff, but we'll see. And we need our screwdriver. Let's go and get our screwdriver out. And I think that's the way we want it. Let's get our fluid pipes out. Connect this guy up like so. That'll get him some water in there, and then we'll just connect this fluid pipe up and like so. Now we should be able to pick these guys up. Be careful. Yeah, I might have to slow this down a little bit. So we might go ahead and add some more energy to our suit, another elite battery, just to kind of slow us down a little bit, just because it seems like we are moving a little bit too fast. But you know, I kind of like that aspect of us being able to fly around so fast. It almost felt like we're got ourselves a flying ring again. Alright, so now we need to get us blue alloy wiring. Do I have more of this? I guess not. Alright, well let's take a look at what we can get. Oh, there's some. We're gonna need it for our solar panels. Hopefully it stops raining shortly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these guys up here like so. No particular order. Let's get these guys out. And actually, we'll just do it like that. And just because of, well, I guess I can't do it that way. Alright, well that'll work. And let's see, can we place this on top of that? No, we cannot. How can we do this? Sneakily. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to... Guess we'll have to place a block down on top of it, or on top of the glass for now. Let's go ahead and just use the wool. We can replace this later on, but for now, I think that'll be okay. Not a big deal. Alright, well I guess that doesn't want to connect like that. It's funny how this power tool can sit here and break so much good stuff so fast, yet it cannot break wool that fast at all. Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to break this for the time being, and we'll throw in something. Let's see, do I have any good bricks that I could use or something? I guess I'll just use a little bit of wood. For now. Ah, come on. See, now this is where it's going to be a little slow, because we didn't install the axe on there. But that's alright. We might do that a little bit later. So now we got some power going to this guy. And I think we're going to need to get us a lever. Which we have a couple in here. And I'm pretty sure we can't put it on there, so we'll have to break this and put a piece of wood. Might as well make it uniform and look like that. So there we go. So now we have power coming that way. Now, didn't we have another grate? I thought we had another grate made up. Ah, those are going to be the death of me. Come on, let me in my own house. Let's see. I should have another grate somewhere. Oh, there it is. I knew I had another one. Alright, so basically, like I said before, the whole point of this guy right here is basically if I just need to fly up here and I need a bucket of water, I can just fly up here, right-click, and it gives me my water. Now, this is just for just kind of like decorative reasons. This doesn't really have a purpose. It's just for me having a little bit of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and take this grate, and we're going to place this guy in here, if I can figure out how to get in here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to slow down my suit a little bit, so let me do that. We'll put my power tool on and kind of help gracefully give me that power. So I should be able to actually do that, to be honest with you. Alright, slow down, slow down, slow down. Alright, let's try this. Oh, there we go. Alright, now, what I recommend doing is if you want to leave this on and let it fill up by itself without having to keep an eye on it, I recommend making sure you close everything off. Otherwise, it will spill through the top here. And why I fell through, I did not mean to. Come on, slow down there, Bentley. So let's go and get another piece of wood, and we'll close that off. So now, this guy should be airtight more or less and should not leak. So now we need to finish filling them up with these liquid ducts, or these fluid pipes, sorry. And I'm going to have to pick you up. There we go. Nice. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and head inside and see if we can't get this working right. It should look like it would work. Alright. Alright, looks like it's pumping water. Let's see if we can't get outside and take a look. Oh, yep, there it is. So we can start seeing water coming in. And this will fill up our water tower. Just for, like I said, aesthetic looks and decorative reasons, more or less. Not really for any purpose at all. It's just going to look nice in our little area we got going on here. Now, I kind of decided I want to try to maybe build some type of, you know, maybe a village over that way, but we'll do that a little bit later. Now, there's also one thing now that I think about it that I forgot to install on my helmet. And a lot of you guys are going to probably be saying, Bentley, install this, it's really cool. And that's because I don't think I had everything at the time made, but I'll show you guys. And I remember this E is actually for not empty. I was saying it was empty last episode, and it's actually because it's equipped. I was kind of derping it up. But the other thing was the solar generator. Let the sun power your adventures, which is basically, you know, kind of it producing a little bit of energy out when you're traveling around. And for that we need 2 control circuits and a solar panel. So let's see what that requires to make. So you can see not too much, but I'll make that up a little bit later. For now, you know, if you guys need it, it's right there. Just basically make sure you have your solar panel. And what else did you need? I think it was, yeah, 2 control circuits, and so you need 2 more of these guys. So basically, this recipe here, you need 2 more of these, and you'd be able to install your solar helmets, basically. So it's like an all-in-one suit. It's really nice, and it helps you get around fairly quickly. I kind of like it. Now, like I said, I'm probably going to install another battery just because it's going to take some getting used to, because if you like push forward, sometimes when you're too heavy and you push forward, you're going to kind of descend like I am there. Just depends on how much you weigh, I guess. So it just takes a little work and messing around with. So we got our, oh, there it is. It's full. Nice. Let's see if we can't get down. Oh, that's not going to work. Well, anyways, we can kind of see it from here. That looks good. So, alright guys, well that is episode 30. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the time-lapse we did not long ago. Like I said, it was my first time doing that, and I really appreciate all the feedback and comments that I saw from you guys on that. And that's going to go ahead and end off this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'll clean up my inventory a little bit. I'll be taking my power armor off and throwing it in this chest right here. And my ender pouch, my bags, and everything in here, I'll place in here once I get my items sorted. And then I'll place my blue bag items. I'll open this up, empty out this inventory up here, and I'll place all those items in this chest. I'll actually get rid of these because these are from the last world download, and I haven't touched them since. So, anyways, guys, that is it for me this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. You're always welcome to leave me some feedback down in the comment section below, what you think, any tips or hints, if you guys have any tricks up your sleeve. And if you guys would rate the video, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.